Hello. Hello. It's been 48 hours since we last streamed. I'm sorry about that. I was doing my assignment that was due this morning last night. Yeah, I tried to stream, but not good. Anyways, we're here. As title suggests, song ready to be listened to. I like it. If I could re-record it properly in a proper studio space with a proper mixer, I would do it in a fucking heartbeat. But it's independent, and it's the second time I've done a fully original track, like, as the best of my ability. Like, I've gotten the guitars and bass down pretty well. First time doing acoustic drums was pretty annoying, but we did it. Vocals are still probably the weak link, because I don't know whether it's my ability to do vocals or just my production value for the vocals. Either way, it's a rough. I called it rough versions, and I changed the title from Nomadland to Life is Calling, because why would a song have a name that doesn't relate to the song? I mean, there are songs that don't have the actual lyrics or the title in the song, like a lot of songs we know, but I just changed it. It felt fitting. Anyways, let's review a movie you watched 2 nights ago. I almost didn't watch a movie last night, but I realized I can't watch a movie tomorrow night because I'm watching Black Adam tomorrow. So I was like, nah, let me watch a movie. Anyways, let's Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Probably the most unique Harry Potter movie out of all of them, because it sets up but it has nothing to do with, like, bad things going on with the school. Like, with Philosopher's Stone, you had the Philosopher's Stone. With Chamber of Secrets, you had the Chamber. And Prisoner of Azkaban, you had Sirius Black around it. But in this one, it's just about the game. And the major subplot around it, which it is in the main plot, is that they're trying to figure out who the fuck did it. And knowing what is it, it makes total sense. But here's the thing about it, like, was the Mad-Eye we see the entire time always Barty Crouch Jr.? Because when he enters the Great Hall, it does the sky thing. So I wonder if something happened, like if it was always Barty Crouch Jr. or it was initially Mad-Eye, then it turned to Barty Crouch. Who knows? Also, this is probably Ron's worst look out of every single movie. He's not the best looking person, but it was probably his worst look. Hermione always looks immaculate. The introduction of Cedric Diggory was also pretty cool, and I think this is one of Harry's better looking movies as well, as in, like, his hairstyle. I don't like his hair being too short, so it was like the weird shabbiness for Prisoner of Azkaban and this and Goblet of Fire worked on him. But here's the thing about the Goblet of Fire, the Triwizard Tournament. Does it happen every few years, like, or is it like once in a century thing? We don't know. Like, I used to not really think about this movie too much compared to, like, Deathly Hallows Part 2, Prisoner of Azkaban, and Order of the Phoenix. But it's up there, one of the better ones. In my, like, even on IMDb, it's like the third highest one. Like, after Deathly Hallows Part 2, Mate, is it? Is that? Am I not? Yeah. It's like the first. It's Deathly Hallows Part 2 is 8.1, then it's Prince of Azkaban is 7.9, then it's Goblet of Fire at 7.7. However, it's tied with Deathly Hallows Part 2, but I don't know why Deathly Hallows Part 2 is rated that high. But this movie is legitimately, it's the middle movie of the franchise. Like, there's one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's one of the, it's what I think it's the middle, the center of the series of movies or the books, because it like they talked about Voldemort in the first book. He was Tom Riddle was the main antagonist in the second movie, Prince of Azkaban. Nothing about Voldemort per se, but then this one, like, it started it. Legitimately, it's the beginning of the end, the beginning of the war, and like it's pushed even more in Order of the Phoenix, even more in Half-Blood Prince than Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2 is the battle. But it's a really fucking good movie. It's a really amazing movie. Like, and I think every single movie on their own works. You can watch them on their own. You don't necessarily need to watch the predecessors to actually find enjoyment. Which is what I like about these movies, is that you don't need to watch them in order. Like, whether you're not a Harry Potter fan, you can if you like sports, you can watch this movie, you know? If you like a big battle type thing, you can watch Part 1 and 2. And if you just want a heartfelt, soft movie with some, like, action in it, watch the first movie. Like, that's the good thing about this franchise. Like, every single movie has a different mood. Like, the first one's joyful, the second one's horror, the third one is kind of thriller, and it all leads down to, like, thriller elements anyway. But I'm gonna go on my gut on this. I'm gonna give this a 7.5 out of 10, this movie. Like, I never really thought of this movie. Like, I always loved Prince of Azkaban, Order of the Phoenix, and Deathly Hallows Part 2. Never really appreciated Half-Blood Prince, Deathly Hallows Part 1, Chamber of Secrets, Philosopher's Stone, or even this one. Like, it's fucking amazing. It's an amazing movie. It's an amazing standalone piece as well. Like it's not only is Harry, like, struggling with everyone, like, not believing him, not putting his name in the goblet. Even Ron is pissed off that he's in the goblet. But after the first fucking thing with the dragons, they're still students fighting against fucking dragons to get an egg. Like, there's 3 tournaments. One, you can die by fire breath or getting crushed. The second one, you can die by drowning, or, like, a mer creature kills you. Or the third one, you die by getting bewitched and getting lost and starving to death. But yeah, it's a fucking amazing movie. It's up there on one of the better movies. And up next is what I considered when I rewatched these movies a fair few years ago now. I've dubbed it my favorite out of all of them, or the Phoenix. Technically, I still believe it to be one of the better ones, but it's just like, I just hate the character Dolores Umbridge. Like, I just despise her. Like, the Ministry of Magic is meant to be a force for good, yet they make her become a teacher, then they supply torture methods for punishment, and she's willing to do the Cruciatus Curse on students. And the thing about this, like, the Weasleys are always a humble family. Like every single Weasley you like, to an extent, Ron's the weakest link in my opinion. Like you always love Jenny, you love the Fred and George, uh you love Molly, you love Arthur. Like you love all of them. But when it comes to Percy, he's just there in the first couple of movies. He's a force for good, but in this one, he's working for the Ministry, working against his own family because he knows his family's a part of the Order, and apparently they believe this. I didn't realize this, but the entire subplot of them not believing that that Voldemort's back, is that they believe that Dumbledore was out for the minister job for some fucking reason. And that's why they try to put him in Azkaban. That's why they try to expel Harry and like. And they put off Cedric Diggory's death as a happy accident. It's crazy. But this is the first time we see Hermione with her hair up. Like, hair up as in like a tiny like ponytail and like a braid type thing. I always thought her hair was always down, but no. Also, I do think, I mean, Hermione's had the same look throughout Prisoner of Azkaban onwards, but I think this is one of Ron's better looks. Harry's, what can you do? And apparently they're all 18 in this one, man. They're all playing 15-year-olds. So they're mid-20s in Half-Blood Prince and Deathly Hallows. It's weird. It's weird, because Goblet of Fire came out in 2005. This one came out 2 years later in 2007. Then Half-Blood Prince came out 2 years later. It's crazy. Imagine if it was actually one movie a fucking year. It wouldn't have took 10 years to make. It would have took 8 years to make. Oh, that's right. I was like, what? No, that doesn't make sense. If there's a 4-year gap between two movies. Oh, 3 movies, I should say. Because there's 2 movies. Philosopher's Stone and Chamber of Secrets are 1 year difference. Then we got Prisoner of Azkaban, A Goblet of Fire, 2 year difference. Then a 1 year difference. Then we got on to the Phases 2, onto Half-Blood Prince is 2, but every movie is released a year after that. So Half-Blood Prince is 2009, Deathly Hallows Part 1 is 2010, and Deathly Hallows Part 2 is 2011. Fuck. And this is like the sad part of the journey, is because it's nearing the end. Like, sure, you can always rewatch them, but it's nearing the end of the fucking journey and you don't think about it. Sure, when this movie came out, you still had, what was it, 2008, 9, 10, 11, you still had 4 years left. But to me, it's 4 nights. Or 3 nights, I should say. Harry's being a teacher in this one was pretty cool, because it actually talks about the fact that he was so young fighting all these things. So young fighting Professor Quirrell. So young killing a basilisk type thing. So young mastering the Patronus charm. You know? So him teaching everyone was pretty cool to see. Also, like, it never fucking occurred to me. I thought it was an exam scene, but you know how there's the first scene where they're in Harry's in Dolores's office. It's all fucking pink now. It looks ugly. It has he's the torture method. He's writing, I must not tell lies. And it's a quill with no ink, however, when he writes it, it goes on his fucking left hand. And I thought that was the final of it, but apparently after the entire crew gets caught, because of... They used... we thought Cho was coerced or something. No, Cho got used a, that potion, the truth potion, or whatever. It's crazy. But then when he gets everyone else out from Dumbledore's army, they all go into detention, right? And everyone in the detention has that same quill, so every single person on it has that fucking hand scar. Every single person. And that's even more reevaluated later, where Harry's coming back from Snape's, I think, and he saw the Weasley twins, and he approaches them, and they're consoling a like a first year kid going through that detention thing. That, like, I've never realized that. I thought Dolores was just a bitch of a teacher because she was ruining fun and everything, but no, she's legitimately torturing students to be in line. That never clicked in my head. And that makes me hate her even more, and makes me even more thrilled that the centaurs took her away. But yeah, that final battle, knowing how quick it is, it doesn't click in your brain that Sirius just dies like that in that final battle. He comes to save the day, then like after battling Lucius for a bit, Bellatrix just does the killing curse, and he's dead right there. Also, Bellatrix calls Harry a half-blood. Like, he's not pure blood, but he's not a half-breed. He's both his parents have magic in the system. But I guess it makes it like if... I don't know how to describe it. Maybe it's like one of James's parents were a muggle and one of Lou's parents were a muggle, and somehow it's like 50-50. Like, got 2/4 human or muggle, 2/4 magician, I should say. But it's crazy, like, because we're the normal world's unaware about magic for some reason. But then the Ministry notified the Muggle Prime Minister about the coming threat of Bellatrix escaping, not Voldemort, but Bellatrix escaping. Which I'm like, so the government knows about them, but not the common people. Anyways, I'm gonna give this movie still a 7.5 for me as well. A lot of these Harry Potter movies for me are 7.5. I put Chamber of Secrets at 6.5. First one at 7. Prisoner of Azkaban, 7.5. I'm sorry, I just like these movies. They're fucking wonderful. Like, I don't know, there's just something about these movies that resonate with just the watcher, whether it be the actors themselves or the characters or like the world that's built. But it's just a brilliant watch, because it's not only it's going through a series of movies, we're actually seeing characters grow. Like, no one's recasted. The entire series, no one gets recasted. There's a couple like minor characters that get recasted here and there, but like, we're watching like in character an 11-year-old to an 18-year-old, because apparently there's 7 years at Hogwarts, Um, 11 to 18 makes sense. Um, but like, it's so weird. Like, not going back to the Fast and Furious movies. It's they started 20 years ago. None of the characters look that different. It's because those characters were the Harry Potter cast age in the final movie when they shot the first movie. So of course they're not growing up. It's crazy. It's like, that's the weird thing. When you're an adult, you look like that for like a couple decades. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Also, it's I don't know why. Also introduced Luna Lovegood in this movie. She's fucking amazing character. Neville's slowly getting his glow up. I don't know how much we see in the next movie, but in the Deathly Hallows, he is, mwah. Matthew Lewis had a good glow up. Also, I don't know why, but I find Hermione to be a very pretty person. However, whenever I see Emma Watson's other work, I don't feel that same sensation for some reason. And when I see her like as an actor some way, I don't see that for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's because like I like the character more so than the actor, which is fair enough. That's their job. Well done. You don't necessarily need to like an actor to like a character, or vice versa. But yeah, but yeah, something that you always know is that every single movie or story, I should say, has a why do I think Father Prince is the fifth one? Why do I think that? Anyways, every single movie has a new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher, right? Like, we just thought every year there's a new teacher, it's fine. But then in the first movie, when you watch it, it's like Professor Quirrell has been teaching that for, what was it, 15 years or some shit? Yeah, but we see a brand new teacher every year. The first year was Quirrell, second year was Lockhart, third year was Lupin, fourth year was Mad Eye, fifth year was Umbridge, don't know about fifth year, or sixth year, and seventh year, it's redundant because Voldemort's in power. Also, it's very weird how we're meant to not like Snape through Harry's eyes, right? But then throughout the stories, we like, even in Goblet of Fire, when they're talking about suspected Death Eaters, Dumbledore stands up. Yes, Snape is a known Death Eater, however, he's a spy to intercept them, as per our request. Which is, I never really grasped onto that. However, in Half-Blood Prince, he's dubbed to be the main antagonist. You're meant to not like him then, however, in Deathly Hallows, the first one you're not meant to like him, but then the second one you do. Which is what I'm confused, because, like, you kind of, like, hate him as a teacher person, but then understand his motives, but then just he's a bad guy. I need to watch this movie. I need to watch this to actually understand, and then I'll talk about it tomorrow. However, I'm watching Black Adam tomorrow as well, so I'm not going to be watching Deathly Hallows Part 1. So I'll be talking about both movies tomorrow. Yeah. I gave my rating. Let's. Where did you get your information from? Son of a preacher, Mary. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ba-da-da, bum, 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 ba-da-da, bum, bum, bum. TikTok. That thing. This is very, very loud. So I started 5 season 6 tonight. I've read somewhere that season 6 and season 7 are the worst seasons of Flash. Fair enough. But so far, I'm fucking liking it. The first 2 episodes are immaculate. It's all got to do with Crisis. What's up? Why not? I need new fucking headphones. It's irritating me. And the B-reel is on right now. I need new headphones. Use a $40 pair. I bought these headphones fucking years and years ago. It was my first big buys. So it was $200 or something. But then my brother gave me another pair, but those they didn't necessarily break. One of these things fell off, and I can't put it together. Which is very, very unfortunate. But anyway, let's play this game for the next hour or 2. I want to get this plat sometime this fucking week, so I can fucking move on. Sure, maybe not move on to another platinum game, but just to move on. Because I've been playing this game for nearly a month. And a month is a long time. The white ones that have both USB and frequent headphone jack. Okay. How? Can't sleep. I fucking love that song. I haven't listened to it all, but I like it. I keep on people complain about exams, remembering shit for exams, like whether it be specific dates and whatever. Okay. Pop quiz. How many of y'all out there just know facts about your favorite movies, favorite artists, whatever? Put that same mindset into whatever you're studying, and you're gonna remember them even easier. Like, after reading something once, when you like it, you remember it forever. So switch your brain to say, "Oh, you like reading this, therefore you're gonna remember it." And sure, it's repetition, like reading the same thing over and over and over again, to make you like it even more. Why don't I listen to myself? I have banger fucking advice. I don't like to work. Yeah. We are the ones who are the way. It's Bethlehem Hill and misery. And in this war a hollow cause. When we are die, we see no gods. Adding the weak to fire scorch. How does it already have more views than fucking Mental Health Singer? It's crazy. That's fucking crazy. I can't sleep at night. We are the ones who are the way. This Bethlehem Hill and misery. And in this war a hollow cause. When we all die, we see no gods. Hurting the weak. Fuck me. Well, does this... Okay, so it does have Z audio. I was wondering if it would... Fuck me. Dong 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 dong. Where am I going now? I completed Fort Meadows. Now let's move on to Bluebell National Park. This small island will be easy to do, I think. Oh yeah, let's go. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. That kombucha, my paper, sitting on Rambo. Please don't knock it. Why? You fucking front flip. So I could train it, but I don't really want. I've been on a train too much today. Total of 2 hours I was on it. No, a bit more than 2 hours actually. No, 2 hours roughly, because if it's a 15-minute trip. Get to 60, 50 times, it's easier ahead. So I say to myself, it fucking work. Nah, it doesn't. It makes time go slower. Just do stuff, you don't realize the minutes will pass. So I'm very fucking tired. So I won't be surprised if I like fall asleep immediately after watching the movie. Because I need to catch up and sleep from past 2 fucking days, so I may like sleep for like 13 hours. This is a fire. No, it's a shoot him, shoot face thing. Let me get you, then I'll come back. Because I want to get everything, bruh. Then if I need help, I'll look up a guide. So far, probably the most boring collectible thing in any LEGO game so far. At least in LEGO Worlds, you had some, like, goal. But in this one, it's just, do this, do that, do this, do that. It's a bit boring. And there's no cool elements to it, it's just the same thing over and over again. And I have to collect more gold bricks than usual. And I find that to be a wee bit too boring. Suka hookah. Also, we see a lot of fucking Draco in the next movie. We barely saw Draco in Order of the Phoenix. He was in it, but he had no vocal. He had no lines. Fuck, there's a lot right here. Oh, there's some up there. Okay, let me get this and I'll come back and do the rest of these. Technically, I don't need every single super brick in the game. It's just cool, good to have that collectible type thing. I'll come back to the waterfront. Fuck, my eyes are so heavy. My brain is coming to me, you know? I was so focused yesterday and my brain didn't care that I barely had any sleep. But today it's just, nah. I'm very tired. But the weirdest thing happened last night for me. Is that, I fell asleep during the credits of Order of the Phoenix. It's fine. But when I woke up, I was like, the movie's still going? What? Then I heard a line I heard already. Then I rewound a bit and I'm like, what? No. This is the beginning of the movie again. So it started playing automatically. And it was already like 15 minutes in. It was a weird sensation that happened. What the fuck? Why? How did that happen? I was trying to get, like, not be on like a 10 or a 50, 60 thing. I try to have it at the nearest 100. It was annoying when there's shit like this. Fuck! Something like that would happen. campaign. But I didn't have the fight this dude yet. Oh, all this for a fucking secret group. I could have just flew up to it. Ranger me? Why am I a ranger for? I'm gonna miss you. Oh shit, it's a hangar. Oh shit, I put an extra hearts. I didn't realize that. I don't need to do that. Actually, houses. I don't like it. I never do. Invisibility is the way to go.
Somewhere else I gotta be.
I saw something here that I'm like investing. Going back to the police station because that had something cool. My brain hurts, bro. There's a lack of sleep, bro. I slept the amount of hours you should sleep one night in 2 nights. I averaged each night like 3.5 hours. But yesterday it felt normal. Today it didn't. But I didn't feel too tired in class. It was weird. I mean, I almost slept on the train. Baby. The other person that was meant to play Bellatrix was the person who played Undercover. Yeah. You're my sweetie pie. I don't think I've been on this bridge at all. Yeah, I don't know.
Woohoo!
Ah. Where are you? I'm so sorry. I'm gonna see that band in fucking 2 years. Don't waste your time on me. I'm already a voice inside my head. Oh, there's a ladder. It's like, how the fuck do we get up there? It's a fucking ladder, bro. Why am I so dumb? Ah, shit. Like, a couple of years ago, I was like, I never thought I'd be able to see my... I don't think I can ever see Blink-182, because didn't they, like, disband years ago? They announced a world tour. Oh, so no breakfast today. Like I left around 9 for uni, right? Then I came home and instead of like making myself lunch, I just went straight to my healthy snack things I have. Anyway, I didn't need that. Even needed. Let me try this. Don't waste your time on me. I'm already in the place inside my head. I only know that song and all the small things. Granted, moment point stairs. Cat in the Hat. That'd be good if it didn't go that side already. Also, yeah, why didn't in Goblet of Fire, why didn't fucking Harry ask out Hermione for the bowl? I never really understood that. It was like, why not Ron do it? Like, I mean, Prisoner of Azkaban started that idea of Hermione liking Ron, because whenever Harry got hit, she held his hand. And then through Goblet of Fire, it's nothing like that. Or the Phoenix, nothing like that. It's just... No, I don't think anyone ever ships Ron